Welcome back to Kruznik's Sanctuary in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Kruznik X along with Arya Stormborn.
President.
Lord Fyrax.
Here.
Asuna Deathbringer.
Hello.
Minerva Weathervane.
Soups.
And Baron Boop Boop.
Soups.
Last episode in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. The Ia were about to reveal the truth of everything, and then they decided they would only do it after we meet them somewhere. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen next, but let's get right down to the next quest in this quest line, where knowledge leads.
The rogue in me is telling me it's a trap.
Ere we join the Ia, there is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Chris, Grahadia, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode, if you would kindly follow me. I know not what mischief you are plotting, Urianger, but I trust you have our best interest at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elegea. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. What? They don't. I don't trust them for shit.
Huh. What's not to trust about some kind of ethereal specter?
I don't know where the fuck we're going.
Straight.
Adventure.
Adventure.
This isn't a trip to Candy Mountain.
Who knows?
What's that? Yes, we're ready for walk.
Alright, here we are.
You're sleeping there, let you see.
Some water. Aye, this place will serve. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? Pray, forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. 'Twas but a pretense to speak in private. You have our undivided attention.
Excuse me.
As we have established, here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible? Meteon made contact with them while they still lived? Of course! She must have visited the stars of the dragons and the Ia before either race perished in their entirety. Thus, she could make their emotions her own, and with them, create more faithful simulacra than had she relied on any historical account. So too did I theorize, and upon that assumption, consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Meteon perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own, a heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an enteleki. In the course of her starfaring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired a cessation of their existence, she would be powerless before that desire, even as she possesseth the power to grant it, the power of Dynamis. 'Tis my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Meteon did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons and the Ea unto their doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Ne'er again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. In bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to thy word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. Oh. Asuna left.
Yeah, if you didn't see the message, what he had said was his daughter wants to watch a movie or something, and he's going to come back later.
Oh, okay. I once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favor, and abide in faith as I fulfill mine own destiny. If you say my debt has come due, how am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I have found within. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? After all that we've been through, I will only say this. Do what you must. Do what you must, and see your conviction through. I shall, my friend. I shall. Without further ado then, let us go join our comrades. Alright, let's put Graha's speechless. Let us be off to Elishea. Alright, let's head back to the abode of the Ea first and foremost, cause reasons. And towards Elishea. Oh, there it is. Alright. It seems everyone is accounted for. Shall we then?
Please continue.
Oh,
Tell
here
us
we
about
go.
this truth you discovered.
Very well. Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
Ugh, this is a weird voice.
We will forego the intricacies of our scientific
I believe in you.
methodology and deal
You
only
can
with the
do
conclusion
this.
The end of our society and our world.
I would need like 5 voices.
With regret,
Good luck.
your star is in the midst of the same
I believe in you, shit.
Do better.
Oh well.
Do better and give it 6. Fuck yeah.
As such,
Minerva
Nope.
knows.
nope. We will refrain from its
No,
Otherwise,
overseer
it's like a
4/7.
Buddhist monk
how
too.
much time you have
So instead of doing the voices, you could just go.
404 arrow not found.
Yeah, well, this will be done in a second.
You are
I
entirely
like
too
those.
kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
They're Portuguese, by the way.
I know.
No, I was talking to the audience. Anyway, back to the stream. Sorry.
In the beginning, the universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand.
They're explaining the Big Bang to us for some reason.
Entirely in the bounds of your star.
Science.
The phenomenon
This is why Japan excels in math and science. They introduced this shit so fucking early.
has since
Yes.
Early. This game is not for children.
Doesn't mean there's not a 9-year-old that can fucking rape you in it.
Okay, let's not talk about that.
The earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to cool.
You know what I mean. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the underage kids that are teabagging you in Halo because they're so good.
Wow, well, that's not even.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Here comes the big reveal.
Uh-oh.
The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually,
Okay.
heavenly bodies will grow cold.
That's not a good sign.
Many stars will be born, and the universe
Was it a
will
false
grow
start? Like when they killed Glenn on The Walking Dead?
No, it's just telling us what most of us already know about the real world.
Oh. I've heard that the Endwalker storyline gives a very... Oh, well. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not watching the stream. I'm just trying not to be interrupted.
in hopes of proving
We can discuss
that
it after,
this
maybe a special
was
segment.
erroneous.
Special segment.
We
Yeah, special
scrutinized
segment.
our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it. Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort.
Boo, cold puns.
Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom
When does a joke
accumulated
become a
since the
fact?
dawning of our kind,
No,
will
we're
be
not
forever
going to
lost.
No, I won't.
No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge.
It is pretty good.
In silence unbroken, thought would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture.
Okay.
Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
I have a feeling that Urianger is gonna bust out some Charlian bullshit right now. But here we go. Or is it gonna be Y'shtola?
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
So that's your
I
story.
would hope that Urianger pulls out some bullshit.
We'll see.
It's because I trust the motherfucker, that's why.
While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Yep, it's Y'shtola.
Y'shtola, no! You
Of course
mustn't!
it is.
Great, my second waifu and... Fuck a duck.
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value.
This
is what has sustained me. Driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow.
No, that's how we got Omega Shenron.
They've all died like 500 times.
Right.
Here we
that's
go.
The universe may end,
That's why
and
we
all
got
may be
Omega
for naught.
Shenron.
But I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge. And no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you. And we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
I assume that we take
I shall join thee. As subterfuge.
I knew Urianger was gonna do some risky ass bullshit, and here it is.
yeah, he comes in clutch though.
These motherfuckers.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft
Like
have I
every
wavered
time
in my
he's come in
decisions,
clutch.
and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on,
What?
how could we possibly fail?
Yeah, man, I just made friends with Urianger too. And Y'shtola was my second waifu.
Well,
Ah, well, I still got Merwib.
Don't jinx it.
You've just screwed yourself out of that
Wow.
alliance.
I
An
can't believe that
extinguished
just happened.
civilization.
I don't even know what happened.
Biggest twist in the story the whole time with him just jinxing the fuck.
Oh, let's continue. Hello, Meteon.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew. True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Atheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun. Attain it if you can. Before your friend's emotions fade away. Along with their protection.
Did your phone die?
I think what's happening is that there's a cutscene.
Yeah, and shit's getting weird, but
I was hearing like little bits and pieces of like background noises, and then all of a sudden it was silent for a while, and I was like, "No one's making any nothing. Is it dead?"
It's just barely enough feedback from me now. Like I can hear the air on the other side.
But yeah,
We're starting to get distracted by your little beepy noises. Everything. That just confused me. I was like,
God damn, I can't even read these quests now. We'll take a quick break. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, here are the links. God damn it, these quests.